Okay, video 3 of 3 for 1231. Oxy, you've heard my Oxy rants back in the day when Buffett was buying it and I kept people out from the top. You're welcome. Now we have two opportunities. One is a breakout opportunity from 62, although it doesn't look that easy. And two, we have a breakout bounce level from 55.5, and they better hold it, otherwise we'll have a lower low. Now, nuanced. If Oxy breaks out of 62, it might be because the price of crude has jumped. And if the price of crude has jumped, the market may have been fooled into thinking that inflation thing is done, because crude controls inflation, influences inflation a lot. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Path, we've traded that on the long side. This here is not an entry opportunity in my book. I think I would want it to be under 21. I'm not going to go long a stock that has a giant gap like this one. Short term has buyers at 23. PCOR, don't know what that is. It's okay. P&L wise, it's not bad. Timing wise, it's not good. You're going into a prior fail that's persistent. These are daily, so there's about a week worth of struggles and then it went down. So I would buy the dip into 65 or 63 or even better 61 if it goes there. Meanwhile, there are sellers above. Where? Scattered immediately at 71 and more through 73. PDD, I'm not even sure if this Pinduoduo used to be Pinduoduo. I guess they grew up their name. Now it's called PDD Holding. Interesting. An extremely strong P&L for some reason. I don't even know what they do. Wow. And an extremely strong stock. You know what? This is the kind of stock that comes out with headline, they've been cheating the whole time. I don't know. I'm just making it up. The breakout from this zone at 106 has a target up here. So it may not be done rallying, but let's see. From here, it has 55 points. Yeah. If I consider the breakout being here, they've had more than enough. If the breakout is here, they haven't had enough. What I can say is that 160 plus or minus is a huge selling zone. So I would think we're coming down to 110, 112 next. PK, hotels and resorts, park hotels and resorts. Not an obvious entry point. This is a cluster of losing entries right here. So I wouldn't want to be long here. Support scattered is around 1420 or lower. Palantir, I'm biding my time. I think it will go to 15. Not necessarily, but if it goes there, I'll be long. There's not enough premium to sell puts, otherwise I would. If it sneezes this week lower, it's probably going to go straight to 15 or 14.9. I put the target in little yellow line. What I can say is that they are selling rallies, lower lows and lower highs. Overall, you know I'm looking up. It's a matter of timing. Pubmatic. It makes me giggle. So if they cannot hold 15.8, they're probably going to 14. Meanwhile, there are a lot of sellers above, and the opportunity is above 17.8. Redfin, not for me. Not for me. Another real estate play that I don't get. What the hell is going on? I don't know. I do know 11 and 11.5 have been pivotals for a long time. Look left and you'll see. Sellers, battle, lost, couldn't take it back. They couldn't take it back still. So this is a buy the dip moment into probably 8.5 and 8.7. That's what I think on Redfin. RIVN, I wouldn't get long here. Now, this is a headline stock for now. The scary headline would be dilution. They issue convertible bonds, and that reduces the ownership value of such and such. So they need money. They issue debt, and you lose as a shareholder. The other headline is a pop. Somebody selling steak or some activist comes in and they want him to do this and do that. Boop, it pops. So above 25.50, it could get to 29. Otherwise, I would expect to fade towards 19. Rambus, the P&L is pretty good. A little too good. What the hell is this? Someone tell me, please. How can the net income be larger than the sales? Did they win a lawsuit? What's going on? And if they did, is that income? So royalties maybe? I don't know what's going on. Very strong P&L. Very strong stock. Not surprising. I think 72 is going to be difficult to take out. It's going to be easier to get to 62 than 72. I don't know what what this is. Star Bulk Carriers. Okay, this one is probably going to leak down to 20.4 if it doesn't take out 22. And it doesn't look like it can. Schwab, good trend. Not an obvious entry point. This orange zone I drew today, look at it, look left, it's a lot of contention. I would not want to start longs going into it. So on a shorter time frame, here's what I'd say. If it's not above 72 or 71.50, it's probably at 64. SDIG, it's not for me. Yes, it fell into support, but I think this is a crypto trade, and if you don't understand the company, please stay away. Better entry opportunities, 550, if at all. Schlumberger, 51 support, 54.5. Extreme sellers, you take out 54.5, you get to 57. I don't think you can. I think it just stays here for a while. SMCI, I drew these earlier. It's falling into support, so not a place to exit long. So if you did take a long, I get it. Moving averages are in your favor. You have support back up, and you can just crawl back up to 304. I don't think it's going to be a V-shaped recovery, but it might. Snapchat, I vowed never to trade it because the CEO, I don't trust him. He pre-announced one time out of the blue and cost me money, and then I will never trust him again. What the heck is this? I think this is a wall that you cannot take out. It's going to take a bit of work to come out of this one, but if they do, if they take out 18, woo-wee, they probably get to 20. Meanwhile, I think it's easier to get to 1550 or 1520. Stellantis, that is like the Chrysler and such. So they make excellent cars, like looking cars. That's the Fiat Abarth house. They make beautiful cars. Whether good or not, that's debatable. Now, this is a bearish pattern because it's like a rising wedge. From that perspective, it's a bearish pattern. Let me see here. Why am I not seeing it one day? Okay, there we go. You can see how high it is. Yeah, and it's too far extended. So a dip to 2150 or 21 doesn't make shouldn't surprise anyone. Stars, Constellation Brands, these are the guys that were high on pot. See what I did there? They invested $4.5 billion in Tilray. I will never make them forget it. I don't know what they were thinking. Anyway, a breakout from 245 could get you to 257. Meanwhile, I think you lose 225. If you lose 227, you're going to 217 or 215. So don't lose these and work as hard as you can to take out this. That's it. TLT. The same logic I used to say that the TLT should bounce, I say the TLT should fall here. Because if it doesn't fall, it means that something materially changed in the US, like really big time. And I don't think it has. So logic, just pure logic, dictates that TLT falls. So if I take a put or a put spread or sell a call spread and I get a move, I should get out quickly. This one does not allow me to stay profitable too long. Tesla, I would not want to hold naked calls. On Friday, it was heavy, and we traded it well intraday. I think it could drift down to the low 200s, to be honest. So keep an eye on it. If it doesn't take out Friday's or Thursday's highs, I'll give you a number. If it doesn't take out 266, I think it can drift lower to the 200s. I wouldn't short it, but I wouldn't hold naked calls. TTD, okay, so this one I missed the opportunity to buy the dip, even though I said it. Now it's a matter of when it pops, if it pops into 75, can it take out 75, 76? If not, it might drift lower towards 68. You can see what I drew. I drew that today in the first go around when I recorded this. UHAL, I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. What do you want from me? Not for me. I mean, this is what? Why now? Why now? It just rallied 51%. Definitely not for me. Look, rally, drop, rally, drop, rally, drop. Not for me. UNH. UNH has sellers now inside the box. I think if it rallies into 540, it's going to find sellers, and it may end up at 500. How does that happen? If it rallies into this resistance box and it doesn't break out of it, it might do this. And if they come back to here, they're going to go like this. As big as that much. Okay. So be careful with UNH. You have sellers at 540, 46 and 541. Verizon. So this is a story of a man named Brady. What? Never seen that show, by the way. I don't even know if I said something right. Okay, so This is bearish. Target 1 is over here, which is also support. And target 2 we won't mention, so we don't offend anyone. Okay, we will mention it. It's down here. What are you talking about? So the reason why it rallied hard is this last bit is because of the Fed. So the Fed said, we're no longer the friend of the rates, so they're not raising rates, so rates plummeted. Well, in the absence of high yield from bonds, this one looks pretty good, paying 7% or 8% or whatever it pays in dividend, right? So it's no longer competing as hard with the bond yields. WBA, if I'm long, and a lot of you are long, stuck long from the one earnings where they got shellacked, I would exit. This stock has been falling like it's going out of business, and now suddenly it finds life. Thank you, I'm out, is what I would say. Rallied, drop. Every rally is yielding to a lower drop. This might be different. They do have support at 23 and 24, and if you want to hold it for that, that's fine with me. But if you've been stuck red, and suddenly you got bailed out, I would take the opportunity to at least lighten up the position. Not an obvious point of entry. Valkyrie, Bitcoin miners. Again, this is a Bitcoin story. Trade freaking Bitcoin. Stop trading these. Okay, so if you trade Bitcoin miners, you have to deal with the miners' issues, and you have to deal with the Bitcoin prices. Why? Why add a layer of punishment, an uncertainty, more headlines? So you can trade Bitcoin free and clear through Bito, a regular ticker that doesn't require a Bitcoin account, crypto account. Okay, so Walmart, buy the dip in Walmart. I think this white thing is playing out. They already played out half of it. This here is already come. So now the bounce, if they come back down, they'll finish the job. So better support is at 144. How about that? And a lot of sellers into 162. Wolf, every rally is yielding lower low. If you twist my arm, I would be short. I would expect it to go like this and find support down here. And if once and for all they will take out 48, they might get to 60. And they have to deal with all this junk right here. So that's Wolf. Weight Watchers, really? What happened to the pill, diet pill? I'm not about this meme stock. Maybe mean, I don't know. So what is this? I think it's easy for it to get to 7.5. If they break out of the prior week high, then they get to 12. Do what you can. Exxon, so it rallied from point A to point B, here to here, and now it's back halfway. It should find support into 99. If it doesn't and it loses 97.5, it probably goes to 94. The US is manipulating the fate of Chevron. How? We're pumping at record rates last time I checked. If we slow down, then oil prices will creep up. Zoom or Zim? Zim. What are we doing? Avoid. No. Not for me. Look at this P&L. Look at the P&L. What are we going long? Please study the company and decide based on knowledge, not on charts or hope. And this is a dividend play, and the dividend is wild, and it's all over the map. No, you have support below 850 and a lot of sellers at 12. I think it comes back to 8 before it comes out to 13 or 14. Okay. Oh, and that's it. Wow, it went faster when I'm alone without anybody in the room. Remember, this was the second time I'm recording. Have a happy new year. Please play it safe, and I'll see you on the flip side.